Welcome back to 6 p.m. for the second time now.
It's deja vu all over again.
So, now that you bring up deja vu, do you think maybe Ryota has like a mental time lapse or something?
Maybe.
Like, it's just something I thought of between these two episodes. Like, I don't... Other than just this being the second time he's mentioned 6 p.m., and there was a whole lot of exposition between these two times.
Yeah.
That's really the only evidence I have going on that whole...
Well, this is definitely the power of the exposition fairy. Or the story has rewound a bit and we're somebody else's perspective real quick. Right now.
Well, no, because, I mean, 6 p.m., I can't imagine it would be that. Or do you mean...
Like, one of my favorite books
Yes.
ends with a specific scene, and then the very next chapter, which you think is going to pick up from this woman screaming in a hallway, instead rewinds a bit and then plays out that same sequence of events that the previous chapter did, but from someone else's perspective in a different room, and it then leads to the explanation of why the other person overheard somebody screaming in a hallway.
Okay.
And it's because he put his monster on a leash and was walking around the station with it.
What?
Yeah, it's one of the Alien novels, Labyrinth. Everyone needs to read Alien's Labyrinth.
Okay.
But yeah, he was actually walking an alien on a leash down a hallway, and that's why this woman was screaming. But like the other guy at the other chapter ends with you hearing the scream and him running out into the hallway and seeing it, and then the next chapter, instead of being that scene, is like rewound a bit and is the other scientist coming up with this brilliant idea to go walking Trixie down the hallway.
Okay, so last episode, we found out that Sakia was actually swapped at birth. He's actually a low blood, just like Yuya, but, Yuya decided to, destroy the other father's egg, because, okay, so Yuya's dad was killed by a rich hoity-toity dad, and so the hoity-toity guy took Yuya's mom and decided to have an egg with her, but only if
the other egg was abandoned, yeah.
Yeah, if Yuya would get rid of the egg that had Sakia. And he was like, well, I don't want that, fuck it. So he just hid it, and when, the new dad and his mom had a new egg together, he destroyed it and replaced it with Sakia. So now, Sakia, despite being, a lowborn from birth, was thought by everyone to be, the rich royal status and whatnot. So, and also Yuya might have possibly slightly keeled over.
Let's play this nice, wonderful bird dating simulator as a joke. There won't be abortion, murder, and family politics in it.
It's 6 p.m. I haven't had much of a sense of time passing since the dome appeared, but it's already evening. The atmosphere in the maintenance office is tense. The doctor said...
Yeah, past tense. Is it 6 p.m. again?
The doctor said he'd be waiting deep beneath the surface. Does this building have a basement?
Certainly one that appears in the official plans. But maybe.
Okay, when you use that voice, a couple episodes ago when I said that he uses the you forcing out a turd voice, I don't think it was that wispy and low.
My voice is just going out a little.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh crap. Under the medical center? But that one's blocked off with concrete.
It does not seem to me that the medical center is an entirely independent building. There may well be a path from this building into the basement there. Is there anywhere you might have missed something? Wasn't there somewhere else that I thought our character should have gone before?
Missed something?
I felt like he missed something.
Or forgotten something. Somewhere I forgot to look? Oh. That's right. The encyclopedia from the library in the medical center. Right, because one of the books was doubled.
Yeah.
The extra copy was in... Okay.
I was like, this is definitely a Resident Evil puzzle.
Right, because you had mentioned that. Okay. And the chronology and the medical records. I'd like to talk to Nageki again.
You've thought of something?
Yeah. I need to go check. Sakuya... Yep, he's dead. He hasn't spoken since what happened in the infirmary. I can't blame him. I know how he feels. No, you don't! You do not know how he feels.
Well, somebody you cared about is dead, too.
Well, I meant more like also not knowing who he really is at this point.
And he did just get shat on by the exposition fairy.
Pretty much.
You're welcome for that mental picture, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like her
hello.
exposition.
Hello.
I think I know who that wisp is.
Yeah, no kidding. I know. I'm worried about it too. You're fading again. Where are you? Oh, bye. Brian. Really though?
I'm a ghost.
Oh, okay. If the ghost has speaking lines, is that what you want to use?
Maybe.
Oh, God. Nageki! There you are, you rascal. What is it? I just wanted to tussle your hair, you scamp. I found out a lot about the school.
Brian's characters keep dying.
And about you. I see. I suppose you know who I am then. Sort of, but there are things I need to ask you. That's why I'm here.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
If he comes back alive, can I do his voice?
Do you want to?
It just seems appropriate.
Okay. The fire 5 years ago and the dome today. How are they related? Nageki must know something about the secrets this school holds. You aren't really here anymore, are you? That might be so. Or it might not. Okay,
Also,
seriously though.
You know some funny foreshadowing that we had by accident?
What?
I had made the joke that your voice for him sounded like somebody who'd spent all their life smoking. He died in a fire.
Oh, for Christ's sakes! I saw in the school records. It says you died 5 years ago in an accident in the medical center.
You were accidentally stabbed a whole bunch of times with poison and lit on fire and then set on fire and then
Okay.
shot a bunch.
I want to pause you for a second there.
Huh.
You're joking. Okay, so
I am joking.
Okay, so the school records.
Mhm.
They say that he died 5 years ago in an accident in the medical center.
Yeah.
In Nageki's ending, he says he took his own life, in the library.
Weird.
Yeah.
But it also could be that some of the endings aren't canon to each other, so they're not consistent.
I suppose I could see that, but also,
Because I find it hard to believe that this universe exists while also there being a pudding god. Just gonna put that out there.
God damn it. Okay, but also, let's just say that both of those apply. Like him taking his own life in this room, but then dying in an accident in the medical center. Remember the diary entries that we had read before?
Yeah.
One of them said, it was written in that journal that looks like it was by Nageki, that he woke up in a room with fluorescent lights, but it couldn't be the library.
So he tried to kill himself in the library and was taken to the medical center?
Or he's mistaking the two rooms somehow.
Maybe.
Like maybe he did take his life in the medical center, but he's here for some reason, like something else is binding him there.
Yeah. Or
Like I'm just throwing shit out there.
what
I
if he
don't
tried
know
to take his life in the library, but
Uh-huh.
to prevent it from making a scene, whoever Dr. Scientist is in this place found him, brought him to the medical center, brought him back, and then
Then
Captain Shit out of
fired.
luck here dies in a fire anyway. I mean, just based on the stories I've told on this channel, it's not exactly out of the realm of possibility for humans.
Right, you've actually had a pretty good track record guessing some of the crap that happens here.
And not just that, but like the stuff that's happened to me.
I had become aware of that. I stopped my own clock here.
Boom!
That's why I can never leave. Wait. You stopped your... In other words... At the very least, I took my life through my own way. You son of a bitch! God
I
damn it.
promise I have not read ahead.
I am
I
almost
swear.
sure of that.
Almost sure.
Almost sure.
Took his life.
So you didn't die in the accident? He hangs his head in silence. Looks like he can't remember everything from before he died. I need a clue. There must be a basement under the medical center, and I need to get in there. Oh,
I mean,
that's right. Huh?
Dr. Scientist does seem to know how to animate things.
Right, like that Labor 9 thing.
Yeah.
By the way, that was another thing. The Scarecrow has a name, it's Labor 9.
just saying. Labor 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Who?
The bird here.
Right. Who are labor 1 through 7?
Everyone else.
Who's everyone else?
All the other characters. Except the doctor scientist.
Wait, so you think he's working backwards or something, or?
Maybe. Or maybe just everyone here is part of the experiment.
The
so
encyclopedia.
Yeah.
You used to go to the medical center, right? Did you switch one of the encyclopedias from there with one here? Why would? That's what I want to know. I guess I should just tell him. Look, you know how the encyclopedias here are out of order? There are 2 copies of Volume 9 and no Volume 6. The medical center has the same encyclopedias? Yeah, there are 2 copies of 6 there and no 9. How disorderly. Yeah. Anyway, one of the copies of Volume 6 there has a library sticker on it. Someone must have taken it from here. Switch the encyclopedias. Mr. Kawara, try reading this copy of Column.
Column.
I think it's volume because the C key is next to the V.
Yeah.
So I think try reading this copy of Volume 9. Looking's worth 1,000 spoken words, I guess. Huh? This isn't right. Looks like just another book when it's closed, but it's a box?
What's in the box?
It's full of files.
I read that as full of flies.
They're everywhere! Bees! They're the bees! Some sort of documents? They're all from 5 years ago. These must have been... What does it say? That one. Let's see.
It's filled with dramatic pause.
Anytime it does the blank thing, and I have to press the button one more time to make it proceed, I'm expecting something either like earth-shattering or something creepy. Operation Hatoful. Earth-shattering! This is talking about using carrier individuals as biological weapons
Huh.
to fight humans?
Huh.
It has the same title as the file in the headmaster's office,
Oh.
but I never expected anything like this. So,
I think we're on the same page here.
are we? Because we just gave each other that look.
Do you want to do your version or my version first?
I want to do my version.
Go ahead.
Because your version usually ends up being right, so I just want to throw whatever shit I'm thinking out there.
Okay.
Okay, so Ryota, he blanked out. Now, I don't think he was necessarily hostile toward gluten directly, but being a carrier individual, I think he had something to do with either himself or someone else becoming infected as a carrier and then delivering that virus to gluten. Or maybe not that virus, but maybe a prototype virus that
Yeah.
was faster acting.
Well, here's mine.
Yeah.
Project Hatoful has also been what they were calling the ambassador program of
Okay.
bringing the human into the school.
Right.
They have to check that human to make sure that they are immune to the virus.
Right.
A lot of carriers are immune to the virus they carry, but can spread it to others. So you bring a human who is fine and capable of mingling with these birds, then you bring in disease-ridden birds who are immune to the disease themselves, who can pass the disease harmlessly onto a human. The human then returns home and is themselves the bomb. But I'm thinking something went wrong, and she got sick and died.
Huh.
So they cut her up to spread her out. And I think the carrier that infected her is Ryota. And I think he doesn't know. I think he volunteered for it to be that person. And because he cared for her, something in his mind blocked out what he's supposed to do.
Huh.
She died because of the program, because she wasn't as immune as they thought.
Okay. Meaning, this school has been being used as biological weapons development for at least 5 years. 2180, new strains of Sumatera influenza isolated. 2183, a new strain has been isolated from Fujishiro Negeki. It is lethal to humans and has been named Charon virus.
Interesting.
It has entered research at St. Pigeon Nation's Medical Center. Charon virus.
You know who that is, right?
It was one of the gods. Was it the greed one or a different one?
It's the gatekeeper to the underworld. He's the
Oh.
ferryman. It's why the dead would have coins put in their hand and one under their tongue.
Oh, okay.
Because they have to pay the toll to get into the underworld. So you put one in their hand, and then you hide one under the tongue, so that when the coroner is dealing with the body, they'll steal the coin out of the hand, but there's still one under the tongue, so they have one in the afterlife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Humans I met would always get very sick. Uh-huh. Are you remembering something? Yes. I think so. I think I was the one that brought that book there. Or brought the book here. Oh, goodness me. The birds with me in the medical center often did secret things in the reference room. I wanted to tell someone important what was happening. The center... What was it? My family? It must have been my family. That's right. I burned. I had to disappear. Why didn't I notice? Did I your help to see? I just want to say, ever since starting BBL, the proofreading is...
Taking a nosedive.
Oh yeah, it is.
Perhaps a swan dive?